Okay, so this is probably one of the most awkward and uncomfortable conversations I've ever had in my life. But since you're here, I might as well tell you the whole thing. So I'm 20 years old in college, and like a lot of students, money is tight. Tuition, rent, groceries, everything adds up way too fast. I had a part-time job for a while, but it barely covered anything, and between work and school, I was constantly exhausted. That's when I found another way to make money, something flexible, something I could do on my own terms. At first, I didn't tell anyone. It wasn't their business, and honestly, I didn't think it was a big deal. I wasn't hurting anyone, and I was actually making good money, more than I ever did at my job. It gave me the freedom to focus on school without constantly stressing about my bank account. But of course, secrets don't stay secrets forever. I had no idea they knew until my mom called me out of nowhere. The second I answered, I could tell something was off. You know when someone sounds too calm? That's how she was. She asked me if I had anything I wanted to tell them, and I swear my brain started racing. Did I forget a birthday? Did I fail a class? What is happening? Then she said it. We know what you've been doing online. My stomach dropped. My hands got clammy. My brain was just screaming, oh no, 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 no. But I tried to stay calm. I asked, what do you mean? Hoping, praying they somehow got it wrong. But no, they knew. Apparently, my aunt, yes, my aunt was the one who found out. She had seen a random post online about young women making money these days, got curious, and went down a rabbit hole. And somehow she found me. Of all the people in the world, it had to be her. She went straight to my parents, and that was it. My mom was devastated. My dad, silent, and trust me, silence is way worse than yelling. My mom kept asking why I would do this, what people would think, what our family would say. It was like she thought my entire future had just gone up in flames. I kept trying to explain that it wasn't a big deal, that I was careful, that it wasn't what they were imagining, but they weren't listening. To them, it was just wrong. Then came the threats. They told me to delete everything immediately. They said it would ruin my reputation, make it impossible to get a real job, and that I was better than this. They even said they wouldn't support me in school if I didn't stop, which was wild because, let's be real, I was already paying for everything myself. I won't lie, for a second I thought about just shutting it all down, not because I felt ashamed, but because I hated disappointing them. Seeing my mom cry, hearing my dad say he didn't even know who I was anymore, it hurt, it really did. But then I asked myself, would quitting make me happy? And the answer was no. I had worked hard to build what I had. It gave me independence, stability, and confidence. And at the end of the day, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I wasn't hurting anyone. I was just doing something they didn't understand. So I told them I appreciated their concern, but this was my life. I told them I was being responsible, that I had boundaries, and that I wasn't going to let their fears control my choices. They didn't like that answer. My mom said she didn't know how to look at me the same way. My dad said he just needed time. And that's where we are now. It's been a few weeks, and things are still weird. We talk, but there's this tension, like they're waiting for me to come to my senses. But the thing is, I have come to my senses. I know what I'm doing, and I know it's okay. Maybe one day they'll understand. Maybe they won't. But at the end of the day, I've learned something important. Sometimes the people who love you the most are the ones who struggle the hardest to accept who you really are. And that's okay, because I accept myself,